I can't stand that anymore. It was not the first time when Willie and Joy heard that from Todd, so they didn't worry too much. It was devilishly cozy in the spacious living room of Fillmore family that evening, and the talks about Todd's unhappy love was making it even cozier. Calm down, Todd. Joy took a sip of freshly brewed coffee with undisguised pleasure. You just haven't had sex in a while, that's all. Find someone and you'll feel better. 9 years have passed and I still don't feel any better. Todd, unlike his sister and friend, could not sit quietly at the table, so he was walking nervously along the large luxurious kitchen, reminding an angry bear. It was a tall, handsome guy of about 25, with soft and at the same time stubborn features, which was especially brightly expressed in the well-defined cheekbones and heavy but not ugly chin. His nose was perfect as well as his eyes, big, piercing, of brown-green color. Sometimes they were more brown than green, sometimes the opposite. Add to this a rich light brown hair and you'll see Todd Fillmore in all his glory, perky, self-confident, and moderately impudent, and at this exact moment also extremely irritated. Many people wanted to get him, and the one he was dreaming about didn't even know about his feelings. I'm sick of it. Todd stopped in front of the table, capturing Joyce and Willie's attention. I've been hot on him for 9 years. 9 years. And I don't feel better, Joy. You have to help me. But what can we do? Asked Willie in genuine perplexity. You're the one who must help yourself first. For so many years you haven't even tried to know him properly. As if I don't know how he will react. Todd immediately went angry. Sherman family hates us. We're fucking competitors from time immemorial. And he's been CEO for 2 years now. Once he finds out who I am, I won't have a single chance. Yeah, this is a real hopelessness, said Joy without any special sympathy. I have nothing to suggest, although. What although? Caught Todd. What did you come up with? Since you can't talk to him directly and you can't even tell him who you really are, Joy began ingratiatingly. You have to approach him from the other side. What do you mean? Everyone has different hobbies. Joy decided not to torment him. No matter how big a boss you are, you must have some other things and interests besides work activities. I'm right, aren't I? No, Willie and Todd answered at once, and then Willie continued sadly. This man indeed has nothing else except his work. We were studying together and even now I see him sometimes. So I can tell you for sure, most likely he even sleeps with a case in his arms. So when does he have a sex? Joy asked amazedly. A sex? Willie grinned. I wonder if he even knows what it is. Hey, you damn it! Todd slammed his fist down on the table. What are you talking about? He's mine! Joy flinched at his wild antic, and Willie almost choked on a candy. What's the table's fault? Let's think, asked Todd, putting his arms into the pockets of his hoodie. If I can't be his boyfriend, then I have to be at least his first. How? Joy spread her hands. It's hard to get anywhere near him. Or do you just want to come to his house and announce on the doorstep, hey, do you want to have sex? Can you live at least 5 minutes without the word sex? Asked Willie. That's tearing the paint of the walls. I didn't know there were such shy people here. Exactly, Todd suddenly said with a perplexed smile on his face. Joy, you're right. Did you really decide to do like that? Joy asked, scared. Please, little brother, come to your senses. I'm not crazy. Listen up. Max works a lot. He almost never rests, and that means that from time to time he needs some relaxation, the opportunity to throw out energy, well, and testosterone at the same time. All we have to do is to give him such opportunity. Joy and Willie exchanged skeptical glances. And how are you going to do that? Wait a second. Todd left the kitchen and returned about 10 minutes later with a small black card that had just been printed. Check out. The card looked like an advertising flyer and had very meager content, which wasn't surprising given the short period it was made. One side of it was completely black, and on the other, also black, there was a big title written in large golden red letters, Dragon 9. Below, in smaller letters, there was an interesting addition. Fiery pleasure awaits you. Hurry up. And below, there was a phone number written in the same large font as the title. Is this what I'm thinking about? Willie muttered slowly, allowing Joy to take the card. Or God is merciful and I'm mistaken. Yes, you're right, confirmed Todd, laughing. It's a brothel. What a stupid name, asked Willie. The number 9 is clear to me, but why a dragon? Such establishments are not called that way. Night violet or fire butterfly would be more appropriate. No, Todd resisted vividly. No butterflies are out of the question. I'm a dragon, you know. That's fine. And why did you print my number? Joy asked grimly. You'll be like an administrator there. And when Max calls, you'll ask him all the questions and then transfer everything to me, and of course I will complete the order. That's not a good idea. Although Joy found this thought very droll, she still decided to pull away. I have a little child, Todd. I'm often busy, so I can miss the call. No, my friend, this is too much responsibility. You'll call him back. Todd was prepared for any difficulties. That's not a big problem. I'm sure you'll cope with that brilliantly. You see, I can't do both things myself. He will immediately suspect something wrong. Oh my God, Joy took the card again. It looks like no one will stop you. And you have to do the main thing. Todd turned to Willie. You'll have to meet Max soon and give him this piece of paper. No way! Willie even jumped up in surprise. I won't do it. I demand arguments. Todd immediately entered the fight. What could be more important for you than helping your best friend? You're crazy! Willie was extremely sincere in this statement, but unfortunately its argumentation was hopelessly lame. You want the arguments? No problems. Max and I are not that close friends to recommend each other such places. He'll consider that at least weird. Oh, stop it, please. Todd waved it away easily. As if I don't know what your reputation is. You can win people over in half a minute. And as for the delicate subject, you have no need to talk about that immediately. At first you will mention some ordinary stuff, work, vacations, tiredness, and then, as if casually, you will remember this little paper. It won't occur to him to suspect anything. The only moment he will certainly resist such suggestion. He won't accept that at once. But you will be persistent, so finally he will have no other choice but to give in. I don't see any problem here. What other objections? Willie again sat down at the table and looked up at Todd with a martyred expression. Do you really believe he will use that? We're talking about Max Sherman, an invincible genius with an impeccable reputation. Are you serious? Do you think he will call a whore to his house? He's a man, isn't he? Todd said, forcing himself to believe. A hot, mortal man. I hope he just never thought about that before. And when he has a real opportunity, he will decide to try. I know that is pathetic. It's one chance in a million, but I have to do at least something. Okay then. Willie waved his hand angrily. You'll persuade anyone. I am in your debt, buddy. Of course you are. I will have to fall in Max Sherman's eyes below the earth's core because of you. I know. Todd patted him on the shoulder with feigned pity. You'll cope with that. And I have to think about my incredibly interesting role. How do professional brothel administrators negotiate in general? Joy put the chin into the open palm. What a task! Todd only grinned in answering, and Willie laughed. The venture promised to turn out very interesting.